In this episode of Growing Your Sense of Self Through Self-Defense, we're going to look at an offensive wrist lock. Now, a couple episodes ago, we looked at an offensive elbow lock. This time, we're going to look at a wrist lock. And an offensive technique is one where you preemptively attack the person. It's a person that you've either seen do something bad, you have a history with or whatever, but you anticipate something bad going on, so rather than wait for an attack that you counter, you can go ahead and initiate the attack. So we're going to be working on this technique today in the pit in a beautiful snow day, and my partner will be my daughter, Miss Cara. Now, this technique, if you recall so she's standing there maybe with Sean, I'm going to try to be a little bit of an angle so you can see her better. I'm going to go for a hand. We grabbed it this way in the offensive elbow lock, but this time I want my hand more on the outside, not on the inside. So if she's standing there, I'm going to come around and grab her on the top, thumb underneath. Now, this hand's going to go under, not over as it did in the elbow lock. And if she starts to straighten this arm, all I need to do on my way in is tap that, it releases. I'm going to come up, and now I've got her in a wrist lock. So you can see I keep her elbow close to the body. We know when the wrist gets pushed down, forward, the elbow's going to want to come out and back. So this is keeping her from moving that way. Now, mistakes that people make in this technique, you can see when I grab her, I put a thumb underneath. This other hand, when I take it on the top, press down on the hand, is going to be on the back. If I had grabbed her with both thumbs underneath and I was pressing, I'm going to leave my head to the side, she could pop it back. I could have got a hit in the face if I was right over it. If when I grabbed her this way and I came around this way and both thumbs were on the top, even if I'm pressing down hard, she still has the capability, go ahead, and squirting out. And now I've lost the lock and I'm just holding her arm, and presumably she's a bigger person than I, or wouldn't have got a hold of the attack. So those are two mistakes that are commonly made. A third one, if I don't pinch the elbow and I'm just putting on the lock, then the elbow just slides, right? I'm not keeping it from putting the pressure on the wrist because I'm allowing her to compensate by letting the elbow slide. So those are the three most common mistakes. Now I'll make an observation here. See the way her wrist is bent? This is sometimes called the offensive 7. If you remember on the outside wrist lock, on the elbow lock, when I came over the top and held this way, you see my arms, they make a 4. This is called an offensive 4 sometimes. So I want Ms. Cara to do the technique to me. You can go kind of easy speed, whatever speed you're comfortable with. Comes around, bends over, and has a good grip. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, I'm not as flexible as her in the wrist. Sometimes being overly flexible can be a disadvantage because a person keeps bending. When that flexible person hits their limit, and everybody has a limit, then it's usually too far. But a not so flexible guy, I tap out quicker. Now I'll go a little bit more normal speed. Yes. Good. Now, we're going to do something a little bit, extend this technique a little bit. So when I come to take her this time, tap in, go up. If she's got a free hand, if I don't have this technique on so well, she's very flexible. She's got a hand to come at my face and do some other things I might not like. So we're going to go from here to a takedown. I'm not actually going to take her down because it's a hard surface and it's snow on it. So the technique is the universal. I already have a wrist lock here with this hand. This hand's just adding to it. So what I'm going to do is this hand, I don't really need it to add to the wrist lock. So I'm just going to release this grip and keep this wrist lock on and pull it over to my side. Now as the wrist is dragging the elbow forward, it's turning the elbow over, and I can just slide in with this hand, and I got the universal technique for the takedown. So Miss Cara, you want to do that to me? Good. Yes, press. Yes, good. Release, right, takes the arm over, yes. And take down. Hey! Ooh. Ah! Okay. She made me eat snow on that one. Why'd you do that? Oh. Girls bite back. Okay. Fair enough. So that's offensive wrist lock with a takedown of the universal after it. Ms. Cara, thanks, sir. So next time, kamsamida. Toodles.
Your eyebrows.
Yeah.